Hi all, welcome to my Eredivisie Team of the Season predictions video. This could be a very juicy Team of the Season if all boosted right accordingly. It also depends on who else may sneak in, of course, depends what they do with some of the individual boosts. But if we could smash links, it would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GAsALegend. All the links are down below for playlist and channel and social media links as always, and check out Dynamic Card Store. The link is down in the description below as well. Use GAsALegend at checkout for 15% off as well, folks. We highly recommend them if you want your real life foot cards. So team of the season, we have 14 players in total that we're going to talk about, but we'll talk about some potentials as well. Andre Onana seems the most likely goalkeeping shout. The alternative is Bezo, but I think Onana should kind of walk in from a Ajax perspective and also a Eredivisie perspective. Tagliafico seems the most likely, maybe like left back within the league. Been very, very impressive, very consistent, establishing himself as one of the best defenders out with probably say the big five leagues maybe. Obviously a lot of eyes on him to maybe be a bigger team potentially next season, but definitely showing his class at Ajax. Koopmeiners, position change from a CDM to a centre back. He has 11 goals this season. Yes, most of them are penalties, but regardless, he's adapted to the position change well as a centre back, and he could easily be one of these 80 plus stat centre backs that's like a cheap Van Dijk for stat wise, but possibly not as good, but would still be at least a bit of fun regardless. He might be like 88, 89 though anyways. It depends, as I say, it all depends on what boost some of these cards obviously get. Sean Kleiber, the right back for Utrecht, has been absolutely insane this season. 2 informs he's got this season. His second inform is actually quite a fun, usable 82 inform if you've tried it. So I would assume with the right boost, his team of the season could be quite fun as well. Could be 99 physical if depending on the overall boost, or it might just be shy of 99. But I would say he's another one that's potential for 80 plus club. I feel more confident about Kleiber than Dumfries, if I'm honest, from a right back perspective. Midfield wingers, this one's a bit tricky because there's so many right wingers and left wingers that have stood out this season across quite a few of the teams. But Calvin Stengs from AZ Alkmaar, I feel Alkmaar and Ajax are going to dominate this, and then it's maybe other teams will get the odd player here or there. But Calvin Stengs, Berghuis and Ziyech and Tadic seem to be like the main 4 midfielders that seem to be standing out for me. Stengs right wing, right mid, depends what they go for. The main problem is that I would have hoped he would be a cam, he'd be a lot more appealing, but just got to take what we get. He has 2 informs himself, Stengs, an 81 cam and an 84 right wing, right mid, right wing, so could go maybe 90-91 possibly for his team of the season, being an absolute breathtaking season from him. Then Berghuis, right wing, he has his highest special card is 86, but he's just been clinical in general this season with 15 goals, 7 assists. Joint top goal scorer is Berghuis actually, with Cyril Dessers, who we'll get to as well. And then Tadic, another clinical season from him. He has 11 goals, 15 assists. He's like the combined goals and assists this season. I assume he'll be cam, looking at his positions this season, maybe even classed as a centre forward. But could he be as high rated as last season? Potentially not, but I would imagine they'll try and boost him as best they can. It comes down to what they boost him, and it falls on Ziyech as well. Obviously he has a moments card that's 90 rated, and I'm trying to make it a distinguishable boost, so I thought +6 is maybe slightly overkill, but we're trying to make the card usable. Like, I don't see him being 93, 94 rated and being just a gradual improvement. You want to kind of give it like a +6, make it stand out, make it appealing, make it worthwhile playing for, and it'd be a bit of fun. Just a pity it would be a right mid, not a cam, but you never know, they might decide to position change just for the TOTS, keep him as a cam. Then from a forwards perspective, we have Cyril Dessers. He is a joint top goal scorer, as we said, with Berghuis. The Heracles striker has got an inform, and he's someone that I would imagine could get a pretty healthy boost, but saying that, he might only go to 88, 89. We put him to 91 solely because of the top goal scorer kind of element. We thought if you're the top goal scorer in the league, like what rating do you kind of deserve to be, and it's like 90, 91 seems to be about, I think, the consistent rating that the top goal scorer seems to be, at least anyway. Then Myron Bodu and Linson seem to be the other two forwards that seem to be standing out. Bodu, I think a lot of people thought would get a Future Stars card. The 19-year-old has 14 goals, 8 assists this season, and I would say that's definitely going to stand you in very strong stead. As I said, AZ Alkmaar have challenged Ajax very strongly this season in the league. They've got a very good young up and coming side that's definitely a team to reckon with. And Brian Linson of Vitesse, he's kind of like the punt, as it were, mainly because there are a plethora of other players that stand out. I know a lot of people say, where's Promes, Grip G, where's Tim Matvitz, or Pavlidis, or Daniel Malin, or Garano Kerk, or Huntelaar, or Juki, or someone like that, or even anyone that's kind of like for another team. It's like, where are these guys? But it's like, the reason why I've went Linson is just to give a bit of variety, and I felt Vitesse do deserve at least a team of the season anyway, and I felt Linson kind of ticked all the boxes. For the 3 players that I think they may give us during the week, for an SBC player, as in like the SBC do say Monday night, I would suspect could be Van de Beek. So he'd possibly be like 91 rated, all 80 stats, and could be very appealing. Won't be cheap, I would imagine. Maybe like 2 squads, maybe like 2 85s or 84, 85 possibly. You never know, depends what they kind of build up together. League SBC player could be one of about say 10 or 15 players. Could be Promes, could be Haris Vukic, could be Pavlidis, Huntelaar, even Grano Kerk himself. There's plenty of players that they could go for. I just went for Mauro Jr. just to kind of change up the options. Yes, he's a Brazilian. He's actually been due an inform, funnily enough, this FIFA, and he's been very, very impressive for Heracles this season. He's got 6 goals, 6 assists, so it's not the worst return, it's not the best return in the world, but he definitely deserves a mention, I feel, for a special card, kind of in the mix, as it were. Like, I was looking at who else could happen, like Itaharan or Jonas Svensson even, can't even get my words out, or even someone from like Harui or Smith's potential. There's potential for like 10 or 15 different other players. The objective player we're going with is Garano Kerk, 89 rated, we'd suspect. But I know quite a few people might even say Promes could fit in this bracket, but then they're not going to make it easy then if it's going to be Promes. So I thought, let's go somebody else that's a slightly different alternative, and I thought Grano Kerk felt most applicable. Plus, he is definitely in the running for a team this season. He's got 10 goals, 8 assists this season, so he'd be more than deserving. But looking at the Eredivisie, there's definitely, you could easily have like a case for like a squad of 23 quite easily. It's going to be fun and games to see who makes the 11. If they try to do pack boosters, don't be surprised if Promes gets an over Linson, and they try and boost maybe a couple other players just for the sake of it. But we'll see what drops tomorrow. Obviously at 6 o'clock there'll be the leaks and the predictions will go round anyways, and we'll take it from there. But I'm pretty confident with this team this season. We've been doing pretty well scoring wise with the team this season in general. So hopefully we're on the right lines yet again. But let me know, as I said, in the comments down below who you would like to see get an Eredivisie team of the season. Smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.